It's the start of another India-Australia series. It's the start of another journey where they're going to try and build towards the next ICC men's event. Forget the inconvenient timing of it. It's happening. We will watch it, and I will tell you three things to watch out for. Let's start with Suryakumar Yadav, the captain. Is it just for this series? Could it possibly be more? Well, I'd be looking at it very closely because Hardik Pandya's fitness will always be under the scanner. He's yet to establish his captaincy credentials for India, and he has to get through a full IPL before that T20 Men's World Cup in the West Indies and the Caribbean. It's an educated assumption right now that Rohit Sharma will not return to captain India in this particular format. So who does that leave us with? Jasprit Bumrah captained in Ireland, Ruturaj Gaikwad captain at the Asian Games. It's no one really commanding the leadership role here. We're not even sure of KL Rahul's future in this particular format. So if Surya has a good series as captain, it doesn't affect his batting form. If we see that he's tactically sharp, maybe wins it 4 or 5-0, who knows? Maybe he's higher up in the pecking order. He's never captained India before. We have a small sample size of it in the IPL. So let's see how he goes in this series. Ishan Kishan. It's a funny little relation that Ishan Kishan has with T20I cricket. He's obviously an IPL superstar. He's already made an impact in ODI cricket, yet at an average in the mid-20s in T20Is, he's never quite found the same sort of love or impact when he plays for India in T20Is. Further evidence of that was it took 2 games for India to drop him for Yashasvi Jaiswal in the series in the Caribbean. Now, he might still get a start here as someone who's carrying on with the World Cup squad, and there was no reason to keep him in the thick of things if he's not going to be a first 11 player here. But with Jaiswal, Gaikwad, Shubman to come, who knows? By the time the IPL is around next time, Rishabh Pant might be back. Jitesh Sharma's already there. Samson's missing, but Ishan Kishan suddenly doesn't look like your top wicketkeeper batter, or at least your top order batter for the time being, looking at the options that India are very keen and excited to try. So this is an important series for Kishan. If he gets a start, he has to make the most of it. If he finds himself out of the 11 in the first couple of games, it might be a while till we see Kishan back, but for injuries in India's T20I side. Remember, we're focusing now more on T20I cricket. And finally, can India actually commit to solving the problem that plagued them in this particular Men's World Cup and in previous T20 World Cups? Can they find a solution to batting depth? Can they create more all-round options, which is so important in the shortest format of the game? It's no good going into the ICC event saying, well, we don't have those players right now. These are the kind of series you can build those players. Even in the Caribbean, when I saw that Indian team closely in the T20Is, their batting finished at 7. Pretty much the problem or the challenge that we knew of this Indian team, even in the ODI World Cup. In Hardik Pandya's absence, Shivam Dube will play that role. You think one of Akshar and Washington Sundar will play, but why not play both? Why not give Tilak Verma, Yashasvi Jaiswal the responsibility in a series like this to bowl 2 overs or 3 overs every time there's a situation? This is where India need to cultivate depth and flexibility, even if it means playing one outright seamer less, even if it means you might lose the odd game in a series in India where there is due, or you have to have 3 proper seam options. Dube can't be your third option. Well, this is the series to try it. India need to try something to help them be a stronger team at their T20 Men's World Cup, and that starts now. It might even be that Ravi Bishnoi, as a wrist spinner, maybe doesn't make the 11. We've already established that India don't have the depths of wrist spin that we might think they do. They picked 1 wrist spinner in the World Cup, 1 wrist spinner in the Asia Cup, 1 wrist spinner in this series, and perhaps Bishnoi at best doesn't make this team because India are looking for players with multiple skills. So I want to see if India can actually commit to something slightly bold, out of the box, which will help them when they plan for their T20 World Cup next year.